The brand new Millennium Falcon Starship Collection just released, and so we're going to build it and I'll give you my thoughts on it. This is set number 75375 with 921 pieces, and I picked it up for 115 Australian dollars at Kmart. This is one of the 3 sets in the brand new mini-scale Starship Collection released by LEGO at the start of 2024. The Millennium Falcon released alongside the Tantive 4 and the Invisible Hand ships. This build, however, looked by far the most intriguing to me, given that I had not owned any form of Millennium Falcon. Overall, I'm highly impressed. The level of detail on such a small model is quite impressive, and although most of the 921 pieces are consistently small, it feels like it's worth it when it comes to the small details both inside and outside the build. The build is put together in parts, with the main structural support stretching the width of the ship, with the front and back of the ship being assembled in parts. The ship can also be unattached from the stand for playability, even though this is clearly a display model. It's nice that there are no stickers with this set, and all of the detailed sections are printed tiles, which will obviously be handy for LEGO builders who want to use these pieces in other sets. There is also a lot of technically brilliant parts of this build as well, with the angled exterior being formed by snapping the top and bottom halves together. There are a few issues I have with this build despite its impressive look. The first is the stand. It's not very supportive, and I found that during the building process, the model would fall over because the weight distribution was really poor. I feel that more of the ship could have been built before adding the stand. I also feel that the stand isn't angled enough, and when I look at it straight on, it's almost completely horizontal. Another technical part of the build which I was highly frustrated with was the hyperspace engine. It's a single fluorescent blue tube which stretches across the back of the Falcon, but it probably took me 10 minutes alone to install it. It's connected to the build by 2 small hinges which I inserted to both ends of the tube before installing it by clipping it in, but the tube was way too thin for them to fit in. Besides these 2 things, I feel like for the price I paid, it would have been nice to have one exclusive minifigure included like they're doing with the RTD2 and Tantive 4 boarding sets. Overall, I'm very happy with this set. Its multi-compartmental design and the level of detail make it a really nice building process, and its size makes it a perfect display piece if you don't have room for the larger models. I'd say it's worth picking up if you don't have any Falcon model already, but perhaps wait until it's on special before purchasing it. 7.5 out of 10.